Hello all. In this particular video, we'll be learning how to program to find the largest number in an array and to store it in internal RAM. So the main objective of this program is, in a given array of numbers, we have to find the largest of all numbers, and also we'll be trying to find the smallest of all numbers. So before we go through the code, we'll just look into the internals of the theory part of this particular program. Okay, so let's say I have a given array of numbers. So this is my array. Okay, so this is my array. So your array of numbers, so this is my number 1, this is my number 2. Okay, likewise I have number 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So there are about total of 7 numbers which has been stored, and this is my address which is associated with this particular number. So let's say my address is it has started with 0034. My next address of this particular location will be 0038. It means that plus 4. Okay, so again 38 plus 4, 8 plus 4 will be 12, so it will be 3, 12 means it is C. Okay, so again plus 4, it will be 12 plus 4, so 12 plus 4, it is 16, so it will be 40. Again 1 is added to 3 here, so it will be 40. Next your address will be 44. It will be 48. It will be 4C. Likewise, your address for any given number will be allocated with increase in 4 bits. Now, having said this, so our primary goal in this particular program is to find the largest of the given numbers. As you can see here, which is my largest number? Here, observing in this, I have my largest number as A here. So A is my largest number, which is nothing but your 10. Number 10 is your largest. So this is 4, 2, 1, 3. This is 10, 8 and 9. So how it actually happens internally? So I'll be considering one particular register, let's say R2. I'll store my value of one particular number, let's say I will take 4. Next I will take another register, let's say R3. I'll put my second number, let's say 2. Have my comparison operator between these two numbers. If my first number is greater than your second number, retain your R2. If my R2 is greater than R3, R2 will be equal to the value which is the greater number, let's say 4. Okay, if my R2 is less than R3, okay, or the false condition, the number would be swapped. So R2 will be getting your highest number. Let's say if there is 4 and 6, 6 will be appeared in your R2. So this is the core concept which is involved in this particular program. Now let's go and see your coding part. So here I have, let's start tracing the program here. I'll initialize a particular counter. So let's say I have total number of n values which I'm having here is, I'm having 7 numbers. I'll just scroll down here. Okay, so this is my array of 7 numbers. So 4, 2, 1, 3, 10, 8 and 9. So these are my 7 numbers. Let's say I want to do my first comparison. So between these two numbers. So this is my first comparison. My second comparison will be these two. So in subsequent, so that I'll be having about 6 comparisons. So your counter will be set to 6. Next. Please observe your R5 value in your register window. So it is set to 6. Next, your R1 is having the address of the first location. As we said here, my address of my first location, that is 4, is 0034. So that particular address is being fetched. Next, load R2, bracket of R1, #4. Please try to understand this statement. I'll copy my value which is present in their R1 and I'll increment my R1 value with 4. Okay. So let's go with the internals of this. So my R2, so this is LDR R2, bracket of R1, #4. What does it mean? So your R1 is pointing to this. This is my R1. So R1 is having the address of this particular location. What is the value which is inside your address? It is 4. So 4 will be copied to your R2. So this will be 4. And your R1 will be incremented by 4. So that your R1 will be pointing to the subsequent next upcoming memory location. That it will be pointing to 2. So that it will be having the address 38. Okay. So let's go back to the code and see. So my R2 value, as you can see, R2 is having 4 and R1 got an incremented by 4 and it has 38 now. Next. LDR R4, R1. So R1 is having the value 2 now. It copies to R4 and your R1 is again incremented by 4. It means that it goes to the next memory location, that is 3C, that it will be pointing. Now your R1 will be pointing to 3C here. Okay. So compare my R2 and R4. Your R2 values, what is your R2 value? Your R2 value is 4. R4 value is 2. It is BLS. Okay. So first I want to find, let's say, here I'm finding the lowest number. I'll just change my code here. So to change my code, I'll just go back to my text window here. Okay, I'll just go back. I'll make it BHI. So BHI is branch if high. Okay, I'll just save the code. Okay, cool. So I'll start my execution 6 and R4 is having the value 2. R2 and R4 is compared. So if my R2 is greater than 4, okay, branch if high, so go to loop 1. So it enters loop 1. What is there in loop 1? Subtract R5, R5, 1. So R5 is subtracted by 1. Okay, so that your R5, observe the value of R5, it is 6 now. So it will be subtracted by 1, so that it will become 1. So compare whether my R5 is equal to 0. So to have an iteration, so when your iterative value is 0, it means that it is the end of the array. Okay, so it is not equal to 0, so it will go back again to loop. Branch if 5, so if R5, my R5 value is high than 0, so it again go back to your loop. Okay, what does your loop states here? So your second iteration starts now. So LDR R4, R1, #4. Observe your R4 now. So your R4, this value is greater than this. So the next subsequent value after 2 is 1. Now this particular value will be fetched. So 1 will be fetched here. So your R4 should get the value 1 here. So now as you can see, R4 has got 1 value. So compare your R2 and R4. Again 4 and 1. 4 is greater. So it will move on. So next having said the next numbers, again 3 has come, 4 is greater than 3, it move on. So next A has come. Now please observe, your R2 value is 4, your R4 value is A. So 4 and 10 will be compared. Of course your A is greater than 4, so it will be shifted to your R2. So your R2 will be having your highest number value. So compare. So now your R2 got the value A. The next subsequent number after A, it is 8. So 10 with 8 will be compared. Of course my 10 is greater than 8. Next, your 9 will be compared with 10. So your A will be compared. The next subsequent numbers. So after A, I am having 8 and 9. So these two numbers have to be compared. So again, your 9 has been compared. Your 9 has been compared, so that it is the end. So now, as you can see, your R5 value has become 0. When your R5 value is 0, branch if high, the low. Now it is high, it is low, it is equal to 0. Your R5 value is 0. Now it will enter to your this particular instruction, that is LDR R4 comma equal to result. Now as you can see, your R4 value will be having the address of the particular result. Okay, so what's the address of this particular result? We can just predict the address of the particular result here. So R4 will be having your address of this particular register and then result. So I'm storing the final answer in R2. So R2 is having your final answer, that is the largest number. Okay, so having said this, having a slight modification in this program, we can just find the smallest number also. So I'll just change one instruction here. So instead of BHI, I'll type BLS. So it is branch if lesser than. I'll just save the program. I'll just try to run the code. So again I'll start debugging. So what should be my final answer? Your final answer must be the least number in the given array. So my least number in the given array, as you can see, 1 is my least number in the given array. So 1 should be appeared in your R2. So let's start debugging. Again your 4 and 2 will be compared here, R2 and R4. Your R2 will be getting the value of R4 now. So 2 will be replaced with your R2. So 2 has got the least number. So finally it has got 1 after having a number of times of execution. As you can see, R2 has got the value 4. Okay, so this is all about your finding your largest and smallest element in an array. I'll be sharing you the code with this video description again. So understanding the program is very much simple here. So I'll be setting a breakpoint here after execution. Value 1 is my array, and my intermediate result will be stored in your another area called as data2. So this is all about your largest and smallest of the numbers which is given in an array of numbers. So thank you.